Hi, y'all haven't seen me in different glasses in like months, right? But today today is November 17th. So much. So y'all don't know this, but your girl took 2 days off for vacation time. I have a week left. So I used 2 days yesterday and today. And then what else? And then I have 3 days left before the end of the year. I do have to schedule it by like the 10th, I believe, of December. So I got to figure out what I want to do with the rest of my 3 days. But let me tell you, today was an expensive day. Yesterday was an expensive day. So yesterday, I wasn't procrastinating, but I really needed to be in the mindset. You know, jobs around this time is doing their annual benefit enrollments for 2024. I haven't even looked at it. Never even opened it up, nothing. Based on the emails that we got anyways, they were like, the prices is staying the same. You know, like the premiums, the benefits, they're all staying the same. So nothing's changed. So with that being said, I already knew everything was the same, right? So that was a peace of mind. That was peace of mind. But, you know, things change. So one thing I was thinking about, you know, me and Jamez had our dentist appointment, what, like a couple weeks ago or a month or two ago. And they, you know, mentioned him getting braces again. Now, these people have been telling him to get braces for the longest, okay? Since he's probably been, like, young, you know? And I'm just like, no. No. But anyways, this past one is Jamez. He didn't tell me this, but the dentist says that he's going to want braces because he has an overbite, one, but also his teeth bites on his cheek in the back and it hurts him sometimes. So yeah, so that's not cool. So I was like, Jamez, when we got out of the dentist like a month or two back, I'm like, why you never told me that? I said, how long has this been happening? He says it started basically sometime this year, so it hasn't been ongoing. Okay, so I was like, okay. I told him this. I said, promise you, we'll get you straightened out. We'll get you some braces. Okay. So I already knew I wanted to do that going into 2024. So here I am, waiting until the last minute. So yesterday I had logged in to look at the benefits for dentists, okay? That was my main thing. Dentist, and also seeing about if I wanted to choose the higher premium healthcare, like medical benefit as well, because if I do want to start picking up, you know, speaking with a therapist again, obviously we know that's money, right? My out-of-pocket costs will be lower, and then, you know, my job will start kicking in their amount. That was one of my other thinkings. So anyways, I spent so much time trying to figure out if I wanted to do a PPO type of dentist. So that means my current dentist and the place that we would be going to for Jamez to even get like the referral. That's the place that Jamez got the referral to from the dentist. They're in the network as well. Now the DHMO, that one, it's a smaller group of in-network people, and looking at it, his current dentist is not in there. It's not in that DHMO coverage. And also the brace people, you know, the orthodontics is not within it either. So I'm like, okay, well, Candace, we got to figure this out. So anyways, I ended up calling the dental, like the Delta Dental That's who we go through. I've had them before, even with my previous job, Delta Dental. I really like them a lot. And I called them. I'm like, hey, you know, my son plans on getting braces, and I'm just trying to figure out which one is going to be best for me, you know, for us, because, you know, I want to cut costs. Y'all know me. Excuse me. So anyways, under the current plan that I have, it will be a $2,000 limit for the lifetime. $2,000 per person per lifetime, right? So that means this $2,000, as long as I have this particular Delta Dental with this company, that's it, you know. And I'm like, okay. And so that means they automatically take $2,000 off, and then the rest is up to me. The DHMO was basically the maximum that I could be charged is like $2,500. Yeah, it's like $2,500, which is a much better deal, right? That would be my highest cost out of pocket. Highest cost out of pocket, you guys. Not just that they'll give me that credit. No, that would be my amount, and then they will cover the rest. But once again, different dentist, different provider, you know. So anyways, because we've dealt with this orthodontics before years ago. That's who they referred us to. We liked them, you know, we liked them, but I always felt like they were moving a little bit too fast, while the dentist was moving a little bit too fast. But it was a referral, right? A referral is basically like, hey, I want you to go to the specialist, see what they think. They were like, okay, Jamez has like, he still has a baby tooth for one of his canine teeth. His adult tooth was basically straight up in his gum, so it was never going to come down. Never going to come down. So he had got the impact, it's called impact tooth. He got that removed like years ago, okay? He also had, if you guys remember, he also has all of his wisdom teeth removed. So my whole thing is, I wanted him to definitely make sure everything was taken care of. Even they said, yeah, you know, we can get it to him, we can get him on braces, you know, but they were like, he still has stuff going, you know. And I'm like, that's why my whole thing was like, that was years ago. The last time we seen them was in 2018, you guys. But, you know, I just kept holding off. But anyways, with this whole situation with Jamez and his biting down on his cheeks, I know that has to be very uncomfortable. You know, they always said that he needed braces because of his overbite. But I'm just like, I just feel like, let me know if any of y'all states, if things are pushed off, like they want kids to have braces so much. Like when we were growing up, you never even heard about braces. You know what I mean? It's just like everybody has it. Like, I can't believe everybody's teeth that bad as kids, right? But anyways, I've never, even my dentist currently, they've never said I should get, my teeth is straight, you know. Jamez's is straight too. His is good, but it's just that he has an overbite. And now, you know, his gut, he chewed, like, obviously because of the overbite, because it goes further down, he bites on this. So anyways, with that being said, long story, we ended up, oh, okay. So yesterday morning, which was Thursday, countdown. This is my last to second day before I could sign up for benefits. So I was like, ooh, let me see what the price would be. Because I'm trying to figure out what is the price for these braces, you know, under the PPO. So anyways, I'm like, okay. I called the people. I'm like, hey, you know, annual benefits is coming up. My last day to sign up is tomorrow. I was wondering, I'm trying to get a pricing to see what he needs and if we can get pricing, you know. Oh yeah, let me see what's available. I don't know if I have anything available soon, but she ended up looking. They had one that same day at 2:30. So yesterday at 2:30, we went in. You know, they took the pictures, looked at his teeth, and they were like, yeah, he definitely needs braces, the overbite. What else? I forgot something else, but basically his overbite. So we got all of that, and then they got us into the financial office. Okay, so when we got into the financial office, you know, that's when they break down the price. So we're looking at the screen. So automatically, My Dental obviously does the lifetime 2,000. That's off. So altogether, let me tell you, it includes the braces. It includes like a lifetime warranty, I think. Where is that paper? Upstairs. It's like a $700 like lifetime type of warranty on the retainers afterwards. There was something else. Give me a moment. Let me give you all the details. All right. Here we go, y'all. Pricing. Investment for orthodontics treatment. Estimated treatment time is 20 months. So investment for orthodontic treatment is $5,870. Retainer assurance, so not lifetime. Retainer assurance, $700. Whitening, which they said it will be like a pen, like once he's done with the braces, you know, it's like a whitening pen. That's going to be $200. So altogether, it's $6,770. Now, minus My Dental Plan PPO lifetime credit of the $2,000. And then altogether, they gave a family courtesy because they've known us, right? They had Jamez in the system from 2018, so they gave us $150 for that. And then they were already running a $350 promotion, so we got an extra $500 off. Altogether, with the $2,000 and the $500 like credit coming out, that will be $4,270. Did I feel like that's a bad amount? No, but then you think about, wow, Candace, you could have paid almost half of this if you went with the other, like the DHMO. But in my mind, this is my mind, right? I'm like, I like our dentist. I like our dentists. We've had them for years, except when I had Medicaid, which was like those 2 years I had it. Like 2.5 years that I had it. As well as with my previous full-time, like since we moved down here, that was our primary dentist for like 10 years. So you figure minus the 2 years, we've had them for 8 years, okay? And then we know this orthodontics. Like the office is cool, like Jamez feels comfortable there. So I was just like, you know what, versus me trying to cut costs, I want Jamez to be at a place where he feels comfortable. I personally do not want to start over with a new dentist. I just don't want to go through all of that. So I'm like, okay, we are good with that. So yeah, I put a down payment of $500 today. I put it on my Discover credit card. Now I will say this. I am using my credit card for these things, okay, because I want the benefits, but I will be paying it off every statement. All right, so just so you guys are aware how my payments will be set up, I did a $500 down payment today. 19 months worth of payments, which is going to be $189 per month. And then the final payment will be $179 per month. And this will start January 5th. So my other question to them was, okay, I know we're starting this now, But like when the payments come in, the treatment starting now, how would that play in for my health savings account? They said, well, because, you know, obviously when you start to make these payments, that kicks in, starts as of 2024. They said, yeah, you can definitely use your health savings for that. So that's what I'm doing. So, so basically what I did is increase my health savings by another $2,500. So for the year of 2024, altogether, I doubled it. So I went from $2,500 that I did this past year. Next year will be at $5,000. I figure, hey, that additional $2,500 basically covers the half of this payment, and then next year I will do the same thing for my health savings account at $5,000. Hopefully that all makes sense. I know $2,500 for 2 years is $5,000, and this is only $4,270. But you know, it's a health savings account. It doesn't expire, which is good, because in my previous job I was so used to having a flexible spending account, and there were years where I'm just like, at the end of the year, I'm like, oh, let's get like 3 pairs of glasses to use up the money, you know. So I'm happy about this job and me being eligible for a health savings account, yeah, versus a flexible spending account. So yeah, you guys, so that's that for Jamez braces. So you guys probably seen the you didn't see anything besides him in the chair, but yeah, he got those things on his teeth. He got those things on his teeth. He's sleeping, you guys. He is sleeping. And they put the wire in. And then as of Sunday, he'll start to put the, what they call those, rubber bands on. So, yeah. Yep, that's going to be it for him. So, yeah, we got out, and like 2 hours later, he was like, not even 2 hours later, he said, yeah, I'm starting to feel some discomfort, and he took 2 Midol Tylenol things. So yeah, yep, not Midol, what you guys know, it was Tylenol and Motrin, or Motrin. He took 2 of those prior to us going to there, and then after that, yeah, like within like an hour, he's like, yeah, I'm starting to feel so anyways, we got back, we went to Publix. I got us some food, and I got some more salad dressing. We came home. Now, I've been telling you guys, I have told you guys, right? Yeah, I've been telling you guys that my car drives good. It does, okay? But I do feel like it makes some noises, like when I veer to the right, like turn the steering wheel even slightly to the right, it's like a little sound, okay? And then I think it's when I turn, yeah, like when I turn all the way left, you know, like you're trying to do like a U-turn, it kind of like, it doesn't lock up, but it gets kind of stiff. Like when I press the brake, it doesn't seem like the wheel reverses on its own like it used to. And what else? And just when I'm driving, it's just a lot of squeakiness, okay? So anyways, I would like, my whole thing, this is what I wanted to do, okay? What I wanted to do was wait until, I wanted to wait until, what is it, March, when I have to do my annual car inspection. But I'm like, Candace, let's top off the rest of the 2024. Let's do this. So you figure Jamez got his braces this morning, dropped him off. I walked the girls, got in the car, and basically what I was going to go there for, I went there to check on 3 things. First, I wanted my oil change done. That was one thing. The second thing I wanted to get done was to see if I needed new tires, because a while back, one person or another place was like, oh yeah, you will need some new tires soon. That was like a couple months ago or something. I forgot when. But they said I don't need none. The place I went to, the place I've been going to for quite some time now, they said I don't need none. They said that they're still good, which they do have traction on them. So I didn't understand what the other people were saying before, you know. But anyways, the other thing was I wanted to figure out why when I turn to the right with the steering wheel, why my car makes a noise. Of course, you know, brakes and stuff, that's another thing, right? So what they ended up doing, it was me and the girls. So I was thinking about getting the oil change done and, you know, getting those things checked out. So anyways, they said, oh, you can bring, I said, my dogs are in the car, you know, and they said, oh, you can bring them in. It's not a carpet. It's like a concrete floor. And he's the owner. This guy is the owner. He's like, I don't know what nationality he is, but he's super cool. So yeah. He's like, you could bring them in. So I brought the girls in, and then they act like they didn't want to sit down. Luna act like she wanted to get out. So we ended up just sitting outside. You know, it's like a little flower bed. You know how the flower beds are. Well, this one is not really technically a flower bed, but it's kind of like it. But anyways, the pad is like a little thing of like slabs of things that you basically can sit on. So that's what we did. Just, it was nice weather today, so that was good. And yeah, and then, you know, I walked them into like an area that had grass. So that was cool. Anyways, we finally, after a while, we finally went back inside. Because the girls acted like they didn't want to stay outside anymore. So we went inside, and as soon as we sat down, he's like, oh, there you are. He's like, this is what we found out. You guys, he said he's going to give me a copy, but I thought he was going to give me a copy right then and there. He probably would have, but the place is always busy. Always busy. Like, even if it's one person, it's like one person leaves and then another person comes in, another person leaves, and then they just keep busy. It's not like everybody's in a line at once, but it's just like they constantly have people coming in and out. So anyways, he finally came over to me. This is what he said to me first. He said, okay, so we figured out what it is. There's like 4 things, okay? 4 things. And the 2 things that he mentioned, well, there was another list of things that he mentioned, and I'm like, we're not going to worry about that. One was my the TMPS, temperature measuring pressure system. Oh, TPMS, tire pressure maintenance system or measuring system. I don't know. I said no. That's one is not one that we're going to worry about. I have gotten that replaced like 2 times, well, 3 times, and it always goes. So there's like a, I don't know, I'm not spending money on that. And then my check engine light, I'm like, that comes and goes all the time. Sometimes it's there. He's like, oh yeah, when we read it, it says an evaporation or something. But I was like, yeah, I'm not worried about that. Because down here in Virginia, emissions, I don't think emissions count. Yeah, I don't think emissions count as something that you have to pass inspection. I know in New York, if your check engine light was on, you weren't going to pass inspection. But down here it's different. So anyways, the other 4 things, they're one of my, I think he said a ball joint. Something like a pen, like there's like a, he said it's a small little thing, but it's major, you know. And to get to it, it's less, where he said these parts are cheap, but it's the labor, you know. And then I forgot the things, not struts, I think, oh, shocks, I think. When I get the exact things again, I will let you know and give you guys the breakdown. Basically, he gave me a discount as well. Oh, my oil change. So my oil change, and then those 3 other, so there were the 4 things. So oil change, it was either, not struts. Yeah, because I've gotten struts before. So I think it was shocks. I've never gotten my shocks done before. A bearing, a wall bearing, I don't know. I think that's the case. And then something else. And that's going to solve it. But let me tell you, before he came up with the amounts, he was like, you sure you want to keep the car? I'm like, yeah. He said, it's going to be quite a bit of money. He said, you sure? I'm like, yeah. So that's where a lot of people go, because a lot of people, and I'm happy he was honest, right? Like, it's going to be expensive to fix it. Do you want to, like, put money into a car, or do you want to put basically money into a new car? No, I feel like my car has more to it. And this is maintenance. This is maintenance, you guys. You know, and I'm hopping on it kind of early. As I mentioned, it's been making some slight noise for quite some time, and it rides the same, but I can feel a difference. Okay, I can feel a difference, and I've been feeling a difference for a while, and I know I've been telling you guys that too, probably for like a while. But I was like, you know what, while we're getting all of this stuff out the way with, let me, you know, get that looked at. So yeah, he came back to me after he asked me once again if I wanted to keep the car. He's like, okay, I'm going to come back to you and give you some numbers. He didn't have the numbers at the point. He went back, he called in about the parts. So, you know, he had to get the information about the parts. And then he basically came back, and it was going to come up to like $3,040 or $72. I think it's in the 3,000s. Okay. And, now, my oil change will be $20 because I do get a coupon from them. And then I asked him about the 10%. I have a 10% off coupon. I'm like, can that be applied to something? He's like, yeah. And then he proceeds to tell me, he's like, I just want to let you know, the bill would have been like $4,000. He put me down for 4 hours. Yeah. He put me down for 4 hours of labor. He said it's more than 4 hours. So he said, I did make sure I brought it down for you there. How's your mouth?
Yeah, it doesn't hurt.
No?
No.
Well, it was hurting earlier.
Not really. I feel like it was gonna start aching, but it didn't.
Come here.
What?
Say hi.
Hey,
come here. Want to show them?
Sure. Well, like I can't. It's not like it's there. I don't.
Look at my baby, you guys. So it don't hurt? Where are you going?
Oh. I offered to help Emily, because Emily's about to buy her car. Emily is about to buy her car.
How you gonna help?
And I really don't want her driving at night. She hasn't used to driving yet. And so I don't know how I'm going to help, but they asked for my help. So.
Wow.
Yeah. But I mean, I'll probably just gonna go with Alex, because they don't really go and buy the car until like 7. So yeah.
All right, love you. Don't let nobody in your car.
Yeah. I feel like if I have.
Hold on, you guys. So yeah, you guys. That's that. So something was leaking oil. I think it's that's what I'm thinking. It's the ball bearing, or ball bearing. Something is leaking oil. So yeah, I think that's the ball bearing. So yeah, he ended up coming back, and he mentioned, like, you know, he only put me down for 4 hours worth of labor. He says it's definitely more than that. He says like $1,000 difference. So I'm thankful for that. So technically, I wouldn't ask him for an additional 10,000 off, 10% off. I'll just be straight with what he's giving me. So yeah, there we go, y'all. Expensive. So this is what my plan is. You guys know I haven't been back to Amazon. Y'all know this. But next week starts, next week is Thanksgiving. Next week is Black Friday. The following week we have Cyber Monday. Small Business Sunday, I think, as well. So, I doubt that we'll be getting any more VTO. I got VTO all the way up until tomorrow. And then Sunday I go back to work. And I'm ready to go back to work. I am, like, actually ready to go back to Amazon. Before I was just putting it off because I really didn't want to go back just yet. But I told y'all, I said, I'm ready to go back, you know. If they offer VTO, your girl's still going to take it. But I'm ready to go back, not calling out, and using that time that my medical doctor filled out for me. I have like 28 hours left of that, which is, I'm happy about. What else is there? What else is there? So I'm thinking, because I'm not worried about Jamez's braces, the $500 is basically, I'm going to reimburse myself with that as of the end of this year, because I have like $270 something in my health savings account. And then you figure November, I'll have three more paychecks before the end of this year. So we have the last day of November, December 15th, and the last day of December. And each of those, I get like $100 deposit into my health savings. So at the end of the year, I'm going to give myself back that $500. And then obviously when I pay the credit card off, that will pay off the down payment. So we're straight there. I'm thinking, because you know I haven't done anything with my school loans just yet, but with my car needing to get fixed, I'm thinking like what I'll do, because you guys know December is a very expensive month for me. This is even before cars. This is before braces, you know. I'm thinking I'll just use the Amazon money so I can pay off a lot of the car repair, you know. Because what will happen is when I get it, I actually take it in on Monday. I take it in on Monday, and these charges won't be due until, I can't speak about the $500. I can't speak about that, but the $500 down payment for the braces, it will be like the car when I get it done on Monday, because my statement cycle ends for my Discover credit card. That's the credit card I use, ends today. So, and so this new statement, when it starts over tomorrow or the 19th, that won't be due until January. So we're straight there. But I'm thinking about finishing out the rest of the year. I already know December is a big budget. Getting my car fixed, that's $300 that I was not anticipating, but it's okay. I knew I needed to get something done. I knew it was going to be money. Did I know it was going to be that much? No. But it is what it is, you know. It is what it is. As long as I feel comfortable driving. And like I said, I don't feel not comfortable driving, but you can feel a little difference. And my whole thing is, when I go back to Amazon, especially in the winter and on the highway, I want to be straight. You know, I want to be straight. And I know it's money, but let me know, comment down below. What are your thoughts? Like, how much do you spend on a car? I told you guys I will drive my car until the wheels fall off. I will do that. The other thing I said, that if, you know, like the transmission or engine goes, then I probably wouldn't do any more. But these other things are wear and tear, you know. These other things are wear and tear. Yes, my car is high mileage of 235,000 miles, but I keep up with it. This is really just wear and tear, you know. Nothing going on so far with my engine. Nothing so far going on with my transmission. This is just wear and tear. This happens. Tell me why there was a person that came into the shop wanting to have something looked at, because he's like, I don't feel comfortable driving. You know, I'm going to be going out this weekend, a trip this weekend or next weekend. No, this weekend. He's going to be traveling, and he, you know, has to get on the highway. And he said he doesn't feel comfortable. The guy said, what years do you have? Oh, it's a 2022. And the guy asked, how many miles you have on it? He said, around 20,000 miles. So a brand new car already having issues. And I forgot what he said, but it wasn't just like a normal thing. You know what I mean? Honey, what is you doing? Honey. Honey. Go see what she doing. What is you doing? Huh? Yeah, you doing something. What you doing? What you eating? You eating? You eating? You eating? Yeah, so, yeah, that's what it is. Your girl about to be, what, 5,000 in debt? Nah, we good. But yeah, once I go back to Amazon, you figure I'll only have like 4 paychecks from Amazon by the end of this year. So, and then, you know, if I have to touch my savings, and then I have to touch my savings. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm not mad at it. I'm just happy that I have the funds. And this is why I tell you guys, I live below my means. Life happens. Bills come up. Like, this for me, it's okay for me to be like, oh yeah, this is what needs to be done. You know, I know cars are expensive. Like getting things fixed. And I think people put this in their mindset, right? If something goes wrong with your car versus putting money into your car, oh, just get a new car. Oh, something happens to the new car later on, oh, we'll just trade it in for another one. And it's just like a cycle, you know. It's just like, no, take care of what you have. But some people are just like, I don't want to put money into a car. And, you know, that's everybody's choice. But like this guy, you know, he was honest. He was like, it's going to be some money. As he mentioned, it was originally going to be like $4,000, and he took roughly around like $1,000 off in service, which, you know, those service fees cost an arm and a leg. But like I said, he's the manager, he's the owner, so he's able to do that. If it was like not his shop, he wouldn't even have that authority to do that. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that I go there, because he's always there at the shop most of the times. There's been a couple times when he wasn't there, when I've gone. So yeah. Of course, I'll fill you guys in next week with the breakdown of that. But I gave you guys the breakdown of Jamez's braces. You guys seen his braces. He got the wire in there for right now. He'll go back in 8 weeks for his actual visit, his checkup. You know, with this one, they gave him a choice of braces or Invisalign. He was honest. He's like, he thought about Invisalign, but then at the same time, he was like, I probably would forget to take it out or put it back in when I have to drink other things outside of water, eating. And he's like, yeah, I'd rather just have braces. So I'm like, okay, versus every 12-week visits with Invisalign, he would have to do this every 8 weeks. But, you know, I asked him, asked the people, I said, can he come by himself to his appointments? They said, sure. How old is he? I'm like 17. I said, he has a car, so he can get himself here, you know. So yeah, so he'll be taking himself, and they just let me know that they'll call or text me if there's any updates, just so I'm kept in the loop. And I'm like, okay, cool. But yeah, after this, I'm like, 2024 is about mama. No, I'm happy I'm getting Jamez taken care of. You know, I got his teeth done, his whole mouth, his mouth done up here, the impacted tooth, his wisdom teeth taken out years ago. The other thing was his nose surgery that he complained about for years, about not being able to breathe. So I'm happy. You know, it's little things. Like I tell Jamez, I said, I keep you in mind all the time, but I'm not going to jump on things, you know what I mean? Let things play out, you know. And that's what I've done. And that was the last thing that he needed. He don't need nothing else, y'all. He's a healthy kid, so I'm straight. But yeah, that's that. And I think Jamez's last day of work is sometime next week. He's not going into work. Obviously, he had work yesterday. He went in like 1.5 hours late. He was supposed to work today. He couldn't go in because of his mouth. Obviously, he just said that it doesn't hurt. So he could have went in today, but he's not. He's off Saturday. He does have to work on Sunday. So I'm pretty sure he'll work on Sunday. And he don't know what his schedule is next week. But technically, Tuesday is supposed to be his last day. That was his preference. He thought about staying. But then he was like, Mom, the workload, the money, they got me teaching people. I don't get no extra pay. I'm like, that's how jobs are, you know. And he's like, and then, you know, a lot of people is leaving, you know. They got a lot of new people. He said the new people are good, though. The new people are good. But, you know, it's just like any other job. You know, I told him, I said, no job is going to be perfect. You know, it is okay that it's a good thing that they rely on you. But at least he's leaving on good terms. They was like, you sure you want to leave? He's like, yeah. And then he was like, you know, I feel bad for leaving them. But I'm like, you do what you want to do. Girl, what is you doing? But yeah, I'll let you guys go. Busy 2 days. I wanted to braid my hair up, but I still got Saturday, tomorrow, and Sunday. As I mentioned, I do go back to Amazon. Work. We're helping out another department in overflow now. So that's me helping out in 4 departments. When I first started this job, we were only supposed to be doing 2 departments. Now we got a 3rd department. Now we got an email as I was leaving Wednesday. I got an email saying, oh, you're going to be helping out with this other department. 4 departments, y'all. Where's my raise? That's why I told y'all, I said, these jobs, you know, they don't give money. They, you know, push off things to somebody else to take up the slack and no extra pay. I said, unfortunately, it's like that. But at the same time, he just wants to focus on his schooling. He is doing school, which I would have to fill you guys in on. He's not doing like college. It's more or less like it's like he bought everything for himself. He bought his laptop, which you guys know about, and then he bought the schooling stuff. It's for like nutrition, for him to become like a gym trainer, like a trainer, nutritionist. Yeah, so that's what he's doing right now. And that costs, what, almost close to $800. So he paid for that on his own. And then he was like, Mom, if I ever wanted to, you know, take it further to be like a sports something, sports, not trainer, I forgot. He said, then I can go to school for it. So far, he says he likes it. We'll see. He has to complete this one before he can go into the sports thing. So yeah, that's everything. Those are our updates. Yeah, y'all, life is life. And my mood has been good. It's been good. My manager had me run our team meeting. He had to go to a meeting. Basically, all the teachers, all the team leads were in meetings. There was supposed to be like a subject matter expert that was supposed to come in our thing to help out with the meeting, but they were also in that meeting with the managers. So he left it to me, and he brought his manager on, and she's like, you got this. And then that was on Tuesday, and then the following day he was like, hey, he said, you want to start doing the meetings from now on? I'm like, I mean, I could do it, because I would switch it up though. I would switch it up. And he's like, from the hear of it, you did really good. He says, and I want to develop you as well. I don't want to be like I like a development, you know, it's good on my like work resume, you know, that I help out with the team stuff. But you know, he already knows I'm a team player. I'll pick up where you need me, you know. That's why I ask questions, you know. If I feel comfortable with it, then I can teach others or explain it to others. I'm confident when I learn and I ask questions, you know. That's why I do what I do. But yeah, you guys, yeah. But I think he was playing. I don't know. He didn't say nothing else. I was just like, I put one of those face. But he knows I play around a lot. And yeah. Yep. That's basically all the updates, y'all. I did tell him, I told you guys about somebody thought I was disrespectful. That never came back up, but obviously that's in the back of my mind. But I'm not switching up. I'm quieter. Yes, I'm quieter. Let me tell you, on Wednesday, another person from my team got let go. The other person was from my training class. This person was on my team, but I figured he was gonna get let go sooner or later. I don't think he was just like, okay, I'm gonna walk out. No, I think he got fired because of his stats. He just had a nonchalantness about him. So yeah, I'm like, and then, you know, other people are like, oh my goodness, what's going on? I'm like, no, he's been on a training, like a written up type of deal for his stats for a while, and it's not improving. I said, they're done playing these games. My job is done playing these games. They haven't hired more people. They said they plan on to, but they haven't hired more people. So our calls have been back to back, super busy, but it makes the day go by faster. I take one call at a time. I don't like to look at my clock. I put my alarms on my clock, so when I have break lunches and things like that, I don't have to look at the clock. My watch vibrates, and it helps out a lot. Because every single time you look down, it's just like, really, only 10 minutes went past, and then it puts me in a bad mood. So yeah, I just wait for my watch to vibrate. It lets me know, hey, you have a team meeting. You know, I put whatever it needs at the beginning of my shift before I log in, find out my schedule, put it in 4 minutes in advance prior to me having to go on lunch and break, so that my stats is good for my schedule adherence. And it's been working. But yeah, I just hope my mood stays up. I don't know if it's because of the iron, you know, me keep taking the iron like I should, or if it just has to do with the time of the year. Because once again, you guys know, around this time of the year, I'm always getting a seasonal job just to keep myself going. So I'm like, is this my point where I'm going up? I'm not like super excited. I don't feel on top of the world. It's not like a high, you know, it's not none of that. I'm mellow, but I'm in a good mood. I'm not overdoing it. I do feel like my anxiety, even when I drive, because, you know, it gets darker at night, I'm like, oh my goodness, I feel like people are going in my lane. So I know my anxiety is there, but I'm gonna let y'all go. Come here, Luna. They didn't see you. Come here. Come here. My babies. Hi, no kiss. All right. I'm going to really let y'all go. 50 minutes, sorry y'all, but I had to catch y'all up on some stuff, give you some numbers, and I'll come back to you sometime next week, because we do have to talk about my car expense, but I just can't wait for my car to get back to normal. All right, talk to you guys soon. Take care, and have a wonderful weekend. I forgot today's Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.